Hey everybody, Health Coach Erin here. Today on this gorgeous day in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, I thought we'd do a little walk-in and talk-in and veer from the normal kind of discussions on all things health coaching and talk about something that sits personally close with me and likely many of you. Today I thought we would talk about living with chronic illness and the spoon theory. I came across the spoon theory about a year or so ago. And for me, as someone living with chronic illness, I have fibromyalgia and migraines, chronic migraines, to name a few things. And in reading about this and reading about coping strategies and trying to stay healthy and trying to maintain a semblance of a normal and active life with these things, I came across this idea of the spoon theory. There's a great article on healthline.com about this if you're interested in kind of reading that and learning more about it. The person who came up with the spoon theory is Christine Miserandino. And she came up with this theory as she was trying to explain to a friend what it was like to live with chronic illness. It can be very difficult to explain to other folks what that might mean. As much as they may care about us and as much as they may be sensitive in trying to understand, it can be tough to convey that, or certainly to understand it when it's not something that you've experienced yourself. And so the basic premise of the spoon theory is that all of us as human beings are allotted a certain amount of spoons each day. And those spoons represent kind of energy that we have. So someone who is healthy or able-bodied is another way that it may be described, or doesn't live with chronic illness or pain. We all spend our spoons on different activities and things that take energy from us throughout the day. The spoons are a great way to explain how, for someone not living with chronic illness, getting up and getting ready in the morning and getting yourself ready for work in your day and heading out, that may take a half a spoon. For someone living with chronic illness or pain, or even multiple forms of chronic illness or pain, that those same activities may take more spoons, may take 2 spoons. So that's kind of the basic premise of spoon theory, and I thought it was extremely interesting and a great way to convey that kind of energy expenditure and how our levels may differ from person to person. So this has just been a short little talk to introduce that concept. And I think as we try to think about holistic health, certainly for my clients, I understand that conversation may look different from one person to the next. We have different ways of expending energy, and one person may have to spend more spoons on these things than other folks. And so for me as a health coach, this is, and also as a person who lives with kind of certain chronic illnesses, it's a great concept to think about and to know that we need to understand that someone else's energy levels and expenditures may be a little different. So how can we get more bang for our buck, so to speak, when it comes to planning for ourselves in a holistic health conversation, and what that may mean to each individual as an individual. So another great thing that the spoon theory kind of did for me, and another way it may help other folks either dealing with chronic illness or pain, or loved ones, friends, colleagues, is it helped me, I'm still working on this, but it helped me understand that as much as we try, we may get tired, we may spend those spoons, and as humans we can often compare ourselves to others. Now, sometimes that's helpful, but other times it really isn't. And so for me, it's kind of allowed a space to give myself some self-understanding and some self-compassion when I may not be able to perform at a level that I have expectations of myself. And it can be really helpful for friends and family members of those folks who may be dealing with these things daily, because it just provides a kind of a broader understanding of what it means to expend that energy, possibly at a quicker rate. Now, sometimes we have better days than others, but this just gives kind of a helpful general understanding of what that can mean for different people. So I hope this has been helpful. If you want to know more, let me know. I'm here to help. Reach out, and thanks for being with me today.